Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the first video of 2023. Today's video I'm going to be talking you through 10 items from the Sezane Winter collection this year, so it's going to be a good video. I'll show you all of the pieces on and tell you my opinions on sizing, fit, quality and price. If you find value from this video and would like to see more reviews like this one, then please make sure to take the time to like the video, subscribe to my channel down below because it really does help me out. Let's get started. I'm going to start straight with one of my favourite pieces from their collection at the moment, and that is the Bettany cardigan. I went with the one in the rosewood colour. I absolutely love this colour from Sezane. I think it's really unique and looks gorgeous on most people. So I went with the Bettany in a size medium and it fits me really well. I think this one definitely runs very true to size, unlike some of their other knitwear where I often find myself sizing down. So stick with your true size in the Bettany. It's a lovely simple cardigan. It's made of 100% merino wool, which is my new favourite fabric, especially from Sezane, and it's got beautiful tortoiseshell buttons running down it. You can wear it closed as a jumper, you can wear it open as like a light jacket or cardigan. Yeah, looks beautiful with denim as well, particularly in this shade, but it comes in lots of different colours. I would go as far to say this might be my favourite piece of knitwear now from Sezane, mainly because of the material. I love the merino wool. It's super cosy and soft, it's quite warm, but it doesn't have any of the itch of some of their mohair knits. The shape is boxy and simple, but quite flattering on everyone because it is slightly shorter, just a little bit cropped. And yeah, I really, really like this one. I would highly recommend getting a Bettany if you've been thinking about it, choosing your favourite colour out of the few that they do now. I don't think you're going to be disappointed in this one. The next piece is also a bit of knitwear, and this is the Lya Jumper. This is in the cream, but they also do this at the moment in a lovely blue shade as well. This one is quite a simple knit, but with some lovely details. It has some lovely eyelets and kind of details all along the front, the sleeves and the back, and it's got a beautiful high neckline with a scalloped edge. You've also got that scalloped edge on the cuffs as well. It's those little details that make Sezane knitwear so special. I went with this also in a size medium, and this is one of those that I potentially could have sized down in and taken a small. It kind of depends how you like your knitwear to fit. If you like a more fitted silhouette, then potentially do size down. If you like something slightly looser and more casual, then keep to your true size. This one is a blend of polyamide, alpaca and mohair, so it does have a little bit of itch. I would say of all the ones I have here today, this is on the more itchy side. It's not as itchy as some of their knits. It's definitely not as itchy as their Magda cardigan, which I reviewed in a previous video. I will link that up here if you haven't seen it. But it's not, if you're sensitive, you're probably going to find this a little bit uncomfortable. The good thing about this one though is because it's high necked and it's long sleeved, you can easily wear something even long, full sleeved and kind of quite high necked on underneath if you get it in a nude or creamy colour. So that might be able, if you really like this silhouette, you might be able to protect your skin that way and still wear this lovely jumper. Next up we have something that actually goes with the Bettany in the rosewood. I got the matching set. These I think are called the Matthew trousers. Yeah, they're the Matthew trousers in the rosewood print, and I thought this would make such a gorgeous home loungewear set accompanied with the Bettany. I think if you really want to look chic at home, maybe you work from home, but you still want to feel put together but really comfortable, honestly, this set together is beautiful. You can't go wrong. Again, the trousers are 100% merino wool, so they are super buttery soft to the skin. They're going to be so comfortable for sitting at a desk or working from home. I know people do style these out and about as well. I probably wouldn't, just because they are, you know, they're that fabric that they're merino wool at the end of the day, and I would worry potentially about them dragging on the floor and getting a little bit wet in the rain. But for home, I absolutely love these. I got mine in a size large, which is about equivalent to a UK 12. I would say I'd probably be between a medium and a large in these. These run a little bit big on me. They do fit, but they're a little bit baggy in areas that aren't the most flattering, so I won't be keeping these, unfortunately. But if you're more kind of a regular size and you're not between sizes, then I would say go with your true size on these. They're not too long either. I know some Sezane trousers run incredibly long and petite people just can't go near them. These are a lot more doable, particularly because I would wear them high-waisted. I think you could get away without tailoring these if you are sort of 5'4", maybe 5'5" and above. I'm 5'5" for reference. We have some more knitwear now because I just can't resist in the winter. This is a beautiful, slightly different shade of pink. This is the Gaby Jumper. Now I love this one because it looks super simple from the front, but it has this beautiful detailing at the back where it has a crossover back, and you can wear this either way around. So if you would like to wear the crossover at the front and the higher neck at the back, then you can do that as well. I love the versatility of that. I will say that the crossover does come down quite low, so you're going to have to think about what bra or underwear to wear with this. Even if you're wearing it at the back, it's probably going to show a regular bra strap, but that's just something to bear in mind. Otherwise, I absolutely love the colour. This was one, no, this wasn't out of stock. This was my alternative. I really wanted the Aretha jumper, but that one was out of stock, so I went with this one instead. It's a very similar silhouette, but the Aretha doesn't have the crossover, which makes it slightly more wearable, but slightly less beautiful and fancy. So I'm really glad I went with the Gaby in the end. This is also a mohair alpaca polyamide blend. I would say it's slightly less itchy than the Lya, but still it's not as comfortable obviously as the Bettany or something made of cotton, but definitely more manageable in my opinion. And yeah, I love the cinched detail at the waist. You can kind of pull it up if you want it slightly shorter, or bring it down if you want it as a longer jumper. And you also have cinched cuffs, which are really flattering when you've got a slightly billowed arm like this one here. I went with a size medium. It fits me really well. I wouldn't want to go up and down, so I would say this one definitely runs true to size. Next up we have some trousers. I couldn't resist trying some more trousers from the brand because honestly, when I've tried their trousers in the past, although they are ridiculously long and definitely require some tailoring for most people, they are some of the most thick, well-made, high quality trousers that I have ever experienced, and these are no exception. This is my first time at trying the Theophile trousers, and I got them in this lovely mottled beige colour. I absolutely love the fit of these trousers. They fit me perfectly on the thighs and the hips, which is rare. Sometimes trousers can be too tight there if they fit my waist. And they just kind of, they're a true straight leg design. They are so well made. They feel so heavy on the hanger, it's hard to explain. I've never come across a pair of trousers this well made before at this price point. These feel like they could be double the price they were. They are that well made, so I would highly recommend them. They're fully lined, so you don't have to worry about any of the itch coming through. They're going to be nice and comfortable. I got mine in size 40, which is a UK 12. They fit me well. They fit me at the waist. They fit me through the leg, even though I do have wider hips and bigger thighs. So I don't know how they'd fit if you are more petite and have more slim legs. Let me know if you've tried them. I will say, as always, they are so ridiculously long, even with quite a heeled boot. They're far too long to wear out. So the question remains, do I keep these and get them tailored, or do I send them back? I think if you're looking for a good quality pair of trousers, particularly for work, but even for more casual styling, if that's your style, you like to wear a more kind of tailored trouser as opposed to a jean, then you can't go wrong with these. If you're prepared to spend the money and the time to get them tailored, you are going to love the result. I'm sure of that. And if you're above 5'10", then go get them, because you probably won't have to do that. Next up, shall I talk about the jumper that I'm wearing, because this is one of the new pieces. I took the label off this and put it on immediately because I've been waiting for this to come back in stock for so long. I think this is the Angelie. There's an Angie, which is quite similar, and then there's the Angelie. I think this is the Angelie. It currently just comes in this. It's like a rosy brown colour. It's actually a really unique colour. It's not your typical beige. It's definitely got some orange and pink undertones, which I personally really like. It's not, you know, a boring beige or, yeah, a really bland beige. It's got some warmth to it, and I just love it. I think it is beautiful. It fits me really well in the medium. I have it tucked slightly at the front, but you could untuck it, and you can actually see it's not too long. It's definitely not as long and oversized as a lot of Sezane's other knitwear. If you compare it to the Lya, it's definitely smaller, so I would say you probably don't have to size down. If you usually size down in Sezane knitwear, like I know a lot of people do, this one might be one you want to get your normal size in, because it's definitely slightly shorter and slightly slimmer fitting. I could probably do a small, but I don't really like my knitwear to be too tight fitting, so I'm happy with the medium personally, and I always do a little bit of a front tuck anyway, which shortens it. It's just got some beautiful details. This one again has mohair in it, but it really isn't itchy at all. I would compare this to the Gaspard in terms of itchiness. You know, you can feel it on the skin. It's not as soft as a merino wool or a cotton, but it definitely doesn't irritate me at all, and I'm quite a sensitive person, and I really don't like to wear mohair because of that. But this one, luckily, because I love the design so much, is actually a bit of an exception to that. A bit like I think the Gaspard is as well. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's super kid mohair instead of kid mohair, because I know that does make a difference. Let me know if you know down below. But yeah, I really recommend this one, even if you are more sensitive. Hopefully it's back in stock by now. I'll leave it all linked down below as always. The next set is a similar case where I waited for it to come back in stock for quite a while, and it is this infamous set. This comes in navy and it also comes in like a beige colour as well, which is beautiful. This is the Sami jumper with the Naelle skirt, I think that's how you pronounce it. And yeah, I waited for this set for quite a while, and I had to do some refreshing of the app to wait for someone to cancel their order and drop it out of their bag, and then I snagged a medium in the jumper, and I went for a large in the skirt because that is supposedly equivalent to a 12, so that is more my size. Starting off with the jumper, beautiful jumper. It's got some buttons on both of the sleeves, which is a really nice touch. It's a simple jumper otherwise, but it's just a nice one, and the fabric composition is lovely. It is super soft. It's a mixture of cotton and merino wool, two of my favourite fabrics, so I knew I would really like this. And it's just ribbed. It's got a simple crew neck, and this is going to go with a lot of things, not just the skirt, which I like. So you can pair this with jeans, trousers, other skirts, whatever you fancy really. It's quite nice because it is quite cropped. Again, similar to the Angie, but more so, I would say similar to the Betty. It is on the more shorter side, so you definitely don't want to size down in this one in particular. In fact, I could have even done a large in this one. I definitely wouldn't want a small. I think the medium is right, particularly to pair with the skirt, because you don't want too much bulk when you're pairing a knitted skirt with a jumper. So I will keep the medium, but yeah, it's definitely not one of those ones that comes up super oversized, so that is something to bear in mind. Moving on to the skirt, again, as I said, I got this in a 12 in a size large on Sezane's website. It is the same, it's ribbed, it's got stretchy waistband, it's stretchy, it's a knit skirt, and it comes down, I'll show you the try on clips, I think it comes down to about mid calf on me, and I'm 5'5". Together they just make a lovely pairing, really simple, really comfortable, quite warm as far as skirts go in the winter, but really chic. Yeah, really like it, and again it does come in a different colourway as well. I know they're both sold out at the moment. Hopefully Sezane might restock them at some point, because I think they're definitely worth picking up if you were considering it. Okay, next we move on to another knit. I promise this is actually the last one now, and this is the Bettany. This is another one that was restocked just before Christmas, and I snagged it because it's beautiful, obviously. They also brought it out in a light blue shade, which I don't really love. I think it's a little bit too granny chic, which is not really my style. This one's a little bit cooler because it has the contrasting trims and buttons, which I just think because it's black, it's quite chic, quite Wednesday Addams, especially if I paired it with these black trousers, a black coat, that would be quite a cool look. I got this in a size medium, fits well, it's longer than the Betty. I don't know if I can show you this. Can you see that it is, I don't know if you can see that, but it is definitely on the longer side in comparison to the Betty. It's obviously quite similar in style in that it has the buttons running down the front. I guess you could also wear this open, although I probably wouldn't. But yeah, it's longer. So you potentially could size down in this one, although it is still a little bit more fitting to the body, not super fitting, but you might struggle sizing down. I don't know, I would say stick to your true size. Again, it is 100% merino wool. I'm a massive fan of it. I think, no, it's the Betty, I think they're bringing out in like a lavender purple colour really soon, which I'm really excited about, but I would love to see this in more colours, particularly with a contrasting trim. I think that's why I don't like the blue one as much, because it's all blue. If it had the white trim, I think I would like it more. So yeah, Sezane, please bring out more of these with the contrasting trims, because they're so special looking. They're almost quite like festive. I think this would have been a good Christmas jumper, or like, I don't know, something for a special occasion, for Easter maybe, something to do with the collar, I think. But yeah, really nice one. Let's talk about a shirt now, moving on from knitwear. I finally decided to try the Chloe shirt, a very classic Sezane design, something that they have done in different colours for years, and I wasn't disappointed. It's 100% silk. It's like a buttery silk. It's hard to explain, but it's very tactile. It's very nice to touch. I got mine in a 38 in this gorgeous rosewood colour. Again, massive fan of this colour. This was a shade that was out of stock in the Chloe for quite a while. It came back in and I thought, now is my time to get it. So I did, and yeah, I love this. Just a classic shirt with some elevated style to it with the frill collar. It's a very very synonymous to Sezane, to Parisian style, and I really do like it. And it comes in loads of different colours. It's one of their staple items. They never get rid of it, which I love. I love that Sezane have a few of those that they continue to bring out season on season. They just change up the colours slightly. So depending on what your preference is, depending on what your style is, you'll probably find one that can suit you. I would say go true to size in this one. I wouldn't size down. I probably wouldn't size up either. I think the 10 fits me really well. Okay, one dress, the only dress I have in this particular video, and this is the number. It's beautiful, this gorgeous forest green colour, really rich colour, really lovely colour for this time of year. I wore this on New Year's Eve and it was lovely. You could have worn this at Christmas, but that time is past now. But equally, I think this colour looks gorgeous in the winter, January, February, March time. It's reminiscent of the Chloe in that it also has a frill collar and quite a high neck, and then it's got these pleats down the front and kind of down the whole length of the dress, and buttons that run the whole length of the dress as well. It's a mini length. It's not too short, but it's not too long. So I'm 5'5" and it hits me kind of mid to lower thigh, I would say. I wouldn't want it any shorter on me personally because I don't like dresses that are too short, but it's definitely a comfortable length, particularly worn with tights, which I would wear this with. I don't think this is a dress I'd wear with bare legs. I just think it suits the winter styling with tights and a coat and a scarf and that kind of thing. I really do like it. It fits true to size. I got mine in a size 38. It's 100% viscose and it is also lined, so you don't need to worry too much about it being sheer or it flying up in the wind. You've got 2 layers to protect you there. The sleeves, as always, are beautiful. They are sheer, they're not lined, and they have these lovely cuffs on them as well, as all Sezane pieces tend to. The cuffs really make the item sometimes. Yeah, I really enjoyed wearing this, and I'm going to be wearing this lots more. I love the colour. I think the colour is really special for this time of year in particular. That is everything I ordered from the website. I do have one more thing to show you, but this piece I actually got on Vinted, so it is second hand. It is old season, so you won't be able to find it on Sezane, although it is the archive soon, so you never know. They might bring it out in the archives on sale. So if you like it, wait until the end of the month when those come out. But it's this lovely teddy coat. It's a fluffy cream teddy coat. It's kind of a shorter style than all of the other Sezane coats I have, like the Mederick I have. It's definitely, is it like hip length, just below the hips. I just really like teddy coats. I've always had a bit of a soft spot for them. It's got lovely buttons as well. Again, Sezane always do buttons super well. 2 pockets at the front. And yeah, it's just really nice. It's true to size. I got mine in a size 38. It fits me really well. And I'm really excited to start wearing this. Obviously, it's not for like the depths of winter necessarily, unless you really layer it, because it's not, I don't know, it is quite warm actually. It's just obviously not as long, so it's not going to keep your legs as warm. But yeah, it is quite fluffy and warm, so super cozy. I really like this and glad I found it second hand. So that is all I have to show you today. I hope you enjoyed seeing all of those pieces. I hope you got value from this video. Let me know if you've got any of these pieces or what you've bought from the winter collection so far. As I said in the beginning, please like this video if you did enjoy it, share it to your friends, subscribe to my channel, all of that, and I'll see you very soon for my next video.